Chat room, here we are. And you, if you're a Giz Wiz fan, you know that this Thursday is the final Giz Wiz on Twitch. Okay? And Chad has already moved to L.A. He moved yesterday. But Leo will do Giz Wiz 1516. And as you know, GizFiz is going over to Patreon. And, Leo said, take the themes, take everything, and you're going to still be here, and you'll be on new screensavers, and you'll do radio. And the chat room kept saying, Leo, what about GizFiz? What about GizFiz? What? And Leo said that GizFiz will continue, okay? And unlike other Twitch shows, I do believe they're shooting for actually like an hour show for the new screensavers. So for a while, GizFiz will be on later, and we might keep them short until we fall into some sort of a pattern where we know exactly how long.
I'm hoping also that once we get into the flow of it, that the setup will be quicker for the screensavers.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get the show done quick, and then I can sit down and not have to worry about not doing anything before that.
Not doing anything, yes. And in the meanwhile, do you have photos? Alex was here.
I do, but why don't you stall for 5 minutes while I find
Okay,
some?
very good. Well, he does that.
Over.
I will start with. This is good.
And I got to step away, so you're on your own for
that's
about 5
okay.
minutes.
That's good, but because you have the chat room on the screen, which is perfect. Yes, we went boating. It was kind of rough out. We did our first mirror cast from the boat. I don't know if Alex was able to find that link, but we might show a couple of minutes of Myra's video. And I can kind of see where mirror casting can be addictive because you can mirror cast from anywhere. So we were out in the middle of the Hudson and mirror casting, bouncing around. And I think, I forgot what Myra said, that she mirror casted vertically, but anybody know, can you mirror cast in landscape mode, or is it have to be in portrait mode? I'm not sure. I have an Android phone, and the app is not available for Android yet, but Myra had her iPhone with her. Yes, you can. Okay, Roscoe says you can broadcast. You can mirrorcast in landscape. And Cerebral says, Myra did a good job. Consider we were bouncing all over the place. It was amazing that. Actually, the video quality was not bad. She posted it on her Facebook page, I think. In the meantime, Alex took a lot of pictures, which we'll see. But we have What Would the Animals Say? From George Davis. And I missed radio today, so hopefully I'll be on with Leo tomorrow. Before every broadcast, we all reboot our computers, or Twit says that's a good idea. So I reboot my computer, as I do every week, and I get a blue screen that just says, new hardware is preventing your computer from starting. Okay. And then
Hold on. Let's see. Dick, replug your thing.
Well, he'll be on the show too, so we have to figure out who's TV.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
Apparently, I guess you went out while I was away.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Okay, so so chat room.
So I'll be
sorry
back
about
in a couple
that.
minutes again.
Yeah, go. All right, so I guess you didn't hear anything, right? Did you hear anything from the intro, or you heard nothing? Alex is out getting checking pictures that he's going to show. I'll add subtitles. Is it on again, or is it back? We heard up to George Davis. No audio again. Oh, I'm back.
Oh, dear.
Oh, it's gone again.
Well, it's back now.
This is ridiculous. What should I...
Is it? Are you replugging the USB?
Yes, exactly. And that's what, and it comes right back.
Do you have a different USB cable?
You know what? Let me open a drawer here. Hang on, folks.
Yeah.
Da-dan, da-dan. You talk to them, Alex.
Oh, I have nothing to say, though.
Nothing to say. Wait a minute. It might be as simple as I have one right here. Holy cow. It's a miracle. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
Oh, people are saying Ustream has died. Everything's breaking today.
Boy, oh boy. Can you hear me?
I can. Okay, you know what? I'm going to restart the streams. So Bitgravity is working, but Ustream is not. I'm going to restart the streams. Oh, and there's me talking to myself.
Yeah.
Okay, so chat room will be back in just about 15 seconds here.
It's not the cable. I just put in a brand new cable.
Just now?
Just now. This is the old cable, and I'm on the new cable now.
Okay, well then maybe it was the cable. If this goes out again, then we'll know it's not the cable.
If it goes out again, okay. All right, so let us try.
But just a second, the streams are being restarted right now.
Oh, okay, very good.
Let's see. Okay, we should be coming back up here very soon.
Okay. Oh, did you get to ask Leo?
I did, and yes, tomorrow normal time.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
And John will be the engineer.
Okay, perfect.
You may want to send John an email to remind him just in case.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
It's not the usual.
Yeah.
Okay, so streams should be back now.
All right. The stream is back. And it has been restocked with fish.
Okay, so I'm going to step away for one more minute.
Okay, Alex is stepping away.
We'll see what happens here.
And the streams are alive. And if the audio goes out, give me a thumbs down. This camera looks great. Doesn't this camera look good? This is the Logitech C900. So, I will keep looking up at the screen here so that I can see. So the second the audio goes out, if it does, just type no audio. All right, for now, from George Davis, what would the animals say Two lions go to an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet, and one says to the other, blank. Okay? This is kind of fun because you get to make up really, you look fantastic. Bum. Two lions go to an all-you-can-eat buffet, and one says to the other, oh, that's very good. Crimson. That is excellent. Does it include the people? Does this gazelle taste? Chat room, I don't know what we're going to do. Is it back now? I could eat a horse. Becky matched. My audio back?
So
right.
that wasn't it?
No.
Oh, my God.
I know. This is like Nutsville here. What are you going to do to fix it? I have no idea. Tomorrow, I guess I'll go back to the other computer.
Yeah. So why did you switch computers again?
Because, I reboot the computer before the show, and I rebooted it, and it came back on and said, hardware changes are preventing your computer from starting.
Oh, no.
And then it turned blue, and that was the end of that computer. Anyway, so I went to a second computer, which froze, and I am on a third computer. No. I know. So what I'm going to do later is I have Skype on all machines, and I'll just call, I have 3 different Skype accounts. Actually, what I'll probably do is call Dennis on his Skype account so that I can just test that the mic stays on for a while. And maybe I'll put in the other blackjack box that I have in the box. This is all very weird. Okay, so you guys had a lot of fun answers, and a couple of you did match what George was going to say, which was, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Where are you at? I am at Disneyland in New York City. Oh, and last week, Alex was here Saturday. 1 week ago tonight.
I'll have pictures in just a minute here.
Okay, 1 week ago tonight, we were all...
Oh, dear. It's literally every time I step away.
Every time.
Every time I step away.
You must kick the cable out every time you go away.
Yeah, that's it.
That must be it. Audio back. Is it back again?
It's back,
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
This is just the pits.
So every time I step away, I find one more. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to quickly go through my huge collection of pictures from my trip and just cull like some good ones to talk about and to copy over the TriCaster. So every time I run over, I find just like one more picture at a time. Then I have to run back and see.
That's fine. That's fine.
So almost there.
I am now on an Acer S7, and I am using Time Warner Cable Ultimate Extreme. It's very fast DSL. It's 300 down and 26 up. So it's pretty good. Number 2. 2 mice found an opening into a cheese factory on a Saturday, and they said blank. 2 mice found an opening into a cheese factory, and one said to the other, Do you have a headset? Oh, very funny, Eric. This is good news. Oh, that's good. I wonder if there are any rats in here. Oh, how about them Packers? Oh, the mice said, do you have a headset? Sorry. One mouse said to the other, oh, I'm lactose intolerant. Oh, get out of here. It's a medical research factory. I prefer donuts. Oh, that's very funny, Tata. It's all got to be gone by Monday. Another lactose intolerant. Good. Do you smell that? I hope the cat's away. Cheese whiz! We're going to have so much fun. No one quite got what George would say. Let's cut the cheese. Do you have a knife? Say Parmesan. Who cut the cheese? I'm going to do a couple more. There's something cheesy about all this. Pinky, are you thinking what I'm thinking? And, oh, that's good. Say, where are the crackers? Did you bring the crackers? This room is cheesier than the Giz Fiz jokes. All right, George thought someone might say, oh no, it's only Limburger. Eric Duckman is actually eating cheese and crackers, as Eric would Myra. Duckman. Myra is at a reunion of sorts. Alex, you were going to say?
Sorry, I put up something by accident.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say nothing.
Okay. What might a wooden horse on a carousel say? George's third question about what the animals would say. The wooden horse on the carousel said blank. The wooden horse on the carousel said blank. All right, I got one. When you painted me, you drew outside the lines. Oh, it's a living? I'm dizzy. Spike, you matched me. My answer would be the next person who gets on gets a splinter. Oh, I'm tired of standing. My rear end is getting tired. Oh, it's been up and down all day for me. That's good. That's very good. Chit chat. What goes around? Oh, that's very good, Dave. What goes around comes around. Ride him, cowboy. Boy, my joints are stiff. This job has its up and downs. Where do I go clockwise? I can think of worse places for this poll. That's good. I'm running as fast as I can. These are very good. Audio on and off. Or should I replug?
You're still here.
Oh, okay, good. Okay. All right, that's good. 4 out of 5 questions. Here we go.
So wait, hold on. So your audio is there, but it's crackly.
It's crackly.
Yeah.
All right. I'll just hang on.
We're going to break it some more.
Bring it in again. Is it back to being?
Oh, it's nice there.
Wow. Okay.
Keep
it just that
Don't touch it.
Okay. Don't touch anything. Number 4 out of 5 questions. A group of ants walk through the grass of a championship golf course, and one says blank. A group of ants walk through the grass of a championship golf course. One says, heads up, I forgot my green jacket. Good shot. Ow, that guy hit me. Hey, look, Epcot Center. I can't see the forest. putt this. This is the fairway. Okay, a lot of big balls answers. Where's the picnic? That's very good. Get the sandwich while he's distracted. They won't let me join either. Oh, groomed the forest. Another where's the picnic? That's very good. Look at the 1% playing a stupid game. Look, gazelle. That's good. What are we here for? Where's Tiger? What's with all this sand? Can we play through? This is good. All right, final question, and then we're going to see Alex's pictures.
We're busting out the slide projector and getting the family to sit down.
All right, yes, and don't stand in front of the screen. And don't make shadow puppets. Don't make obscene shadow puppets on the screen. Salmon swimming upstream in the Columbia River, and one says to the other, blank. Some salmon are going upstream in the Columbian River, and one says to the other, blank. I feel like a bagel. I thought this was the Hudson. Where's Dick's boat? Why is there cocaine in this river? Oh, it's all downhill from here. It's all down from here. Watch out, bears. Oh, that's very good. This is hard. Why are all the other fish going the other way? Is that Jimmy Hoffa? The GPS also says we're on land. I've got my toothbrush. You smell like krill? This is a lot of work for sex. That's very funny. You never can go home. It's easier than going back home. Oh, that's good. You're getting awfully red. Several of you drink like a fish. All right, well, last one. Next time, I'm going to get a boat. And let's see, George said, his salmon said, you got to be kidding. Another 400 miles to go? All right. George Davis, thank you for your What Would the Animals Say question. And now Alex will regale us with his memories of New York City.
Yeah, just we'll all wake the kids and all that.
Gather round, dim the lights, turn on the projector.
Yep. So I was there for, I think, 6 days total or something, but I'm only just going to show pictures from a couple select days. Okay. So the first one just being the day that I met up with you on Saturday. Okay. So I just want to give some context here that I was out hanging around Midtown and stuff during the day, and then Dick was on the radio at 4:45 is when, for the tech guy at his time, and so I was Midtown and kind of hanging out, and this was like the beautiful day on Saturday, right? It was like 75, 80 degrees or something.
Yes, it was 81 degrees.
It was great.
Hottest day of the year.
I was just there in, kind of a short sleeve shirt and sunglasses, whatever. And we're hanging around Midtown. And then I was like getting towards the time that I should start heading over to be at Dick's place, like around 4:30, somewhere in there. And then I was kind of thinking that in Midtown, it started to kind of just cool off a bit. And it was getting a little chilly, a little windy. Sun was kind of going down a bit, or just wasn't as bright. So I was like, okay, it might be kind of cold on the boat maybe. So I should actually run back to my hotel room real quick and get my windbreaker and drop my sunglasses off, because I don't need the sunglasses. It's going to be kind of get dark soon or whatever on the boat and later. And I didn't want to carry them around, and the windbreaker just because it's probably going to be windy and chilly. So at the last minute, I went back to my hotel room thinking I got plenty of time, and not really. So then I got back up to the Upper West Side where Dick is, and got out the subway, and this was about 4:40 or so when I got off the subway, and then I ran 4 blocks to your house, I think?
4 blocks.
Yeah, exactly. I ran about 4 blocks, rang the buzzer about exactly, and sat down in the studio 1 minute before the studio called for the Tech Guy show. So here we are, my point of view from the audience.
Yeah, wow. Back when the days when everything here was working.
Yeah, yep.
And I was just going on air with Leo.
So that was interesting to see that from the other perspective.
Other side, great.
And then we went out on the boat, and we soon here should have a picture of the boat. Where is the boat? Here it is. So there's Dick's boat.
Great, okay.
And then here we go, and getting in the boat, now leaving the dock is Dick at the helm, and then the view at the back of the city as we're going out.
So we are heading toward the George Washington Bridge, and that is New York City all the way in the background.
And it started to get kind of choppy about a little ways into there. So
yeah,
there was a lot of water splashing on the side. And
exactly.
And so we made it about this far to the bridge, and then we turned around and headed back.
Yeah, you have any shots of the ferry? I guess you didn't get any.
Which ferry?
The
diner thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I do, but I didn't load it on here.
That's okay. That's okay.
But I can pull it up after the slideshow and show it later.
Okay, so where we went to, there was a huge Staten Island ferry that was docked in New Jersey and turned into 2 restaurants. The main restaurant was like a comfort food restaurant with burgers and quiche and fries, and it was really good. And in the early days, they had a dock next to the ferry, so you could actually go there and eat by boat. And then down below, they had a very elegant suit and tie restaurant called the Engine Room. And I was just talking to one of the waiters, asking about it, and he said, well, they only open for dinner, so if you want to take a quick look around, you can go down and look in the Engine Room. And then, I don't know what happened, but they went out of business, and then they did nothing with the ferry, and then it just started to decay and fall into the river, and so that's what we went to see.
And all that happened on the day that we went to visit it.
Yes, exactly. Because I called ahead and said, I know we're a little late for our reservation, but wow, what happened to this place? All right, so you have more pictures. All right, so let's do more.
I got a picture of that coming. Just a second.
Okay. And then also it was getting windy, so we were getting bounced around a bit, and Myra was trying to do her meerkatting. So we decided to turn around, and now we're coming back into the dock. And it's nice and fortunately very calm in the marina.
Oh, and so my point of going back to my hotel to get my windbreaker, thinking that it's going to get chilly, I just was holding it under my arm the whole time, and I could have done without doing that extra side trip.
And it was the hottest day of the year, and last night it was 39, so it's all over the place. The weather is just ridiculous.
Here we go.
Oh, there we go. So there is the ferry boat, okay, and you can see most of the wood has been stripped away. I do not know that's great, Alex. I do not know why there's not a boom around this boat to keep things that fall off it from floating down into the river, but there's not. And it's a hazard to navigation. And it's been this way for years. After Sandy took most of the sides off it. And it's funny, there was a show about the Hudson River a couple of years ago, and that was before it was in this total disrepair. But they put a table and chairs on the front of it, and the person hosting the thing is sitting there like they're on a boat on the river. And Dennis and I were saying, are they on the rotting Binghamton for this? But they were, but they didn't zoom back. So unless you knew exactly what the buildings were behind the Binghamton, you wouldn't know that they were on a ferry boat that was about to sink. Oh, Weird Al. No, I was with Weird Al on Monday. That was great. That was really super. Hundreds of people came to get his autograph, and I was going to send some pictures to Alex, and I totally forgot about it.
We'll do that next time.
I know. Because we didn't know what this day was going to bring. We just knew there was like a dress rehearsal, and no one knew what was going to happen.
Right. So when we got back to your apartment, I snuck this photo. I had to take this picture, which is me just holding my phone right up against where your camera is so I can get the shot of me sitting in your chair.
Exactly. And Alex is saying, what do I do here?
This is the wrong studio.
This is the wrong place.
Then later on, we schmoozed around with Charlie.
And Charlie.
Charlie on my lap. I couldn't get any straight pictures of his face, so that was the closest I can get.
Yeah, now Charlie...
He's so active.
Charlie is just crazy. He loves people, and he refuses to sit still for photos, so you were lucky.
And then, so that was the end of that night. And then the next brunch time or so, I met up with Mary Jo Foley at her favorite pub that she's a regular at.
Now, where is this?
It's just about right across the street from the Empire State Building, I think on 33rd.
Really? And where does she live?
She's somewhere around there. I don't know exactly.
She lives near the Empire State Building?
Apparently, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
I think she said she has a view of it, not like totally close up, but a view of it somewhere in her out her window.
And what do you have for breakfast?
So for breakfast, they had some brunch items. I don't have a picture of it handy, but I had French toast.
Oh, that's my favorite thing. Was it good?
It was pretty good, yeah. And she had huevos rancheros.
Oh, great!
So it was pretty good. And also at the time they had a photographer there who was taking pictures of food and just and people there because I guess they're redoing their website. So there's a chance that there might be a picture of me sometime on their website, but I haven't looked yet.
Oh.
And then Mary Jo also had a beer there because it was at a pub, and they brought out her famous personalized beer mug. So you can see it says MJ Foley.
Oh my gosh!
A loyal local.
Oh, so they really know her.
Yeah. So yeah, they keep this thing locked in a safe when she's not in, and then when she comes in, they take it out.
Now it looks like there's no one else in the place.
There wasn't. This is like noon or so, so there wasn't much crowd there yet.
Oh, okay.
But it's still nice. And then from there, we walked across town to the High Line.
Oh, great!
And so I got some pictures of that.
Great.
So,
the High Line.
So yeah, if you want to explain what that is.
The High Line was an elevated railroad in New York City, believe it or not. And it was on 10th Avenue, and they used to call 10th Avenue, I believe, Death Avenue, because the trains ran right down the middle of the street. And they finally passed a law that each train had to be preceded by a man on horseback waving a flag so that people wouldn't get hit by the train. But I've seen old archival footage, and like typical New Yorkers, there are people running out, trying to beat the locomotive, get across the tracks before the freight train comes through. And so they ended up elevating it, and it's about 1.5 miles long. And there are sightings. One of them goes into another place that Dennis and I went to and loved a lot, Chelsea Market, which is where YouTube just built their new studios. And we did this event at YouTube a week ago Monday. And we went early and went through Chelsea Market, which is really great. And Nabisco had a siding off the High Line. And it was in terrible disrepair, and the neighborhood wanted it torn down. And these two guys came up with the idea of turning it into an elevated park. And they raised enough money to get it started. And it turned into an amazing park. The first year, they had 500,000 visitors. Last year, more than 1 million people. And it's a combination of walkways and railroad tracks. And the people who did it were amazing. They took all the plants off it. They reinforced it, and then they put all the plants back or grew new ones, but of the varieties that were on the original High Line. It's just great. And it's free. And it's open. I think they just closed from like 11 at night till like 9 the next morning.
Yeah, so they have this concrete walkway kind of around the park, or the soil and plant areas, and then they have these benches kind of coming out of the concrete there.
Yes. And they have some. So what I love is they have some of the old original railroad track. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you saw them, that there are some benches with wheels that roll along the tracks.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yes. So if the sun keeps shifting, you can roll your lounge along the railroad track back into the sun again. It's really inspiring. So if you come to New York, you want to go to the High Line, a freebie.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then one of my favorite bits of it, trying to figure out the context of this, was this track leading into a brick wall. And I was only thinking of, well, if only they would just paint a tunnel on the wall, then it would be.
You know, they should have. It's entirely possible that that's Chelsea Pier, but that's what they did. All the big factories and the Chelsea market was Nabisco. And Nabisco had their own siding, so railroad cars went in with the ingredients for making biscuits. Oh, this is a great shot. Wow. So this must be where one of the sidings crosses the main line. That's great.
And then a shot from below.
Yeah. Oh, and I think it's a new building that went over it.
that they built over it. Yeah.
And there's a funny story. This lady had to stop doing it. She was like a ham bone, and her fire escape was like 10 feet from the High Line. And Friday and Saturday nights, she started something called High Line Theater. And she would get her friends who could sing, and they would put on acts. And the audiences got too large, and the people who owned the building made her stop it. But it was kind of an innovative thing.
Well, it was kind of silly that when they turned the High Line into a park, it's going like, you're less than 10 feet away from people's bedroom windows.
Yes.
In some parts.
Yes.
So,
but it revitalized. That neighborhood was just.
Oh, I bet.
Dying. And now there are art galleries and restaurants, and next train will make the next train through will make lumber. There we go. Wait a minute. Old Chi-Town Deke says that's a great 30-degree diamond crossover track. Wow.
There you go.
Oh, wow. I think it's 27 degrees, but okay. I'll take your word for it. Are you an old railroad man? Suicide Junction. Chi-Town Deke, are you a railroad man? The noise. You know what? The noise was really, they were just very short freight trains since it was a very short track, they had very small diesel engines. So I don't think it was too loud. It's a fine piece of track, all right. Damn good track.
So we started at the very top of the tracks, over by the Penn Station train yard or track yard or whatever that is on the north end of
okay.
it.
Yeah, yes, okay. So you went down to the new section?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
So we started at the very beginning there. I went there with Mary Jo, and then we walked down the whole way to the end. And then also, after halfway through the thing, we met up with Liz and Ayaz.
Oh, my gosh.
Who I was going to have dinner with that night anyway. So we met up with them and walked the rest of the place, or the track, and then went down into Chelsea Market and explored that a bit.
Yeah, Chelsea Market is great, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that was great.
They left so much of the old building, including some of the marble floors.
Yeah, there's some Nabisco signs or National Biscuit Co. signs in there too.
Yes, and there's a showcase with You Need a Biscuit. Remember You Need a Biscuit? And they made Oreos there, and it was great. It was great. And then the YouTube studios were great fun. Very inventive at the U2 studios.
We passed by the building, but we didn't go in.
Yeah. They build, I think the woman said, every couple of months they take their biggest studio and they put a set in it. And they decide what the set is, and you decide what you want to video there. And this month it's a train station. So it has a small train platform and it has a subway car, part of a subway car with one end open. And if you're a YouTuber and you have a minimum of 5,000 subscribers, you can use it, I think, one day a month. And Chad is at their second level, which is 100. Chad has like a...
Oh, your audio just went out again. Hold on. Got to alert Dick somehow because he can't hear us. There we go.
Thank you.
There we go.
Okay. So with the YouTube studio, if you have 5,000 subscribers, you can use the studio for 1 day a month. And Chad, who has 150,000 subscribers, they have a YouTube studio, I guess I'm not sure. Do you know where it is? If it's LA or San Fran?
LA.
LA. Oh, so he'll be perfect. He has 150,000 subscribers. So he, I believe, can book the studio up to 3 days a month for free. You just run the cameras and everything. The best part of Dick's audio is going out. How do you know it's the best part? I know. I'm going to get yet another cable for tomorrow, and I'm going to switch back to my other black box.
So here's a photo of Mary Jo, Ayaz, and Liz, and us having oysters at the Chelsea Market.
Oh my! Oh, you like oysters? Ah! Oh my God! Oh, that's a great shot.
It was a lot of fun seeing them again, and Liz.
Yes.
Haven't seen her since October. And then, then later on, Liz and I went to walk their dogs, and so it was nice to see their dogs again.
Super. You walk up to Central Park?
We did, and this is after dinner later, so it was at night, but it was great. It was warm. It was not totally cold out.
Yeah.
So,
nice. They're great dogs.
There's a shot from Central Park.
Oh, Freedom Tower, right?
No, that's
not the Freedom Tower?
Something nearby.
Wow.
I don't know what it was, and I have no idea what direction we were facing, but there was some body of water, and that looked like a cool picture to take.
Okay.
So there you go. But I have no idea what building that is. So that was a lot of fun. And then I just got to get through one more detail here. So Monday, I got to go visit the Late Show.
Oh, wow.
Because my uncle was working that day there, filling in for somebody. And so I just kind of went into work with him and got the whole tour.
Boy, you're lucky because that's ending.
Right, they got 4 weeks left or so.
May 20th. So
I figured, that's kind of actually one of the reasons why I wanted to go to New York when I did, is because I knew, like, if I waited too long, I was just going to miss going back there, because I haven't been there in 6 years, I think, since at the Late Show.
Wow.
So
they are. Oh, wow.
So this is early in the morning. They were just setting up the band for the day, trying to for the rehearsals for that, and
I worked in that very theater for many years. Mm-hmm. We did To Tell the Truth there before it was Letterman Studio. It was just a regular TV studio, and we did To Tell the Truth out of there. Mm. Did you go up to any of the dressing rooms? It's like a...
No, not the dressing rooms. We went up to the 7th floor in the office building, but...
oh, okay.
But I don't think that's the same.
It's like a tiny little 3-foot wide stairway off behind the stage that goes up to the dressing rooms.
Oh, really?
And people think, wow, theater. And then you go up. Probably all been remodeled by then. No, 8H is in Rockefeller Center.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the Ed Sullivan Theater. And then I got to have a nice chat with Biff for a while.
Oh, so my gosh.
That was great. And I'd met him the last 2 times I've been there years ago.
You should have asked
but we got
Biff
a nice chat with him.
About the match game.
Oh, really?
Biff worked on the match game for several years.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I wish I would have then.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, we were. He was. I can't even remember all we chatted about, but it was like he likes talking, I think.
Yes.
Because you get him going, he'll just go on and say stories and stuff. And,
well, he's kind of a star, right?
yeah, on that show, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they just did a tribute to him, I think last night or something. I missed it, but I was seeing tweets about it.
Oh, great.
Let's see. And then there's me in front of the cameras in their parked position.
Nice.
And what else? Oh, here's the audio board for mixing the show.
Wow.
So it puts ours to shame. And then here's another view of that. So this is the audio control room.
That's great. That's just audio control?
That's just the audio.
Wow.
And then its own separate room.
And for people who haven't been in control rooms or in the control rooms recently, and ABC does the same thing, is there used to be 30 monitors, and now they just have like 6 gigantic monitors, and they just divide it into how many monitors they need. So it's really neat. You know, how many people now are at the board for the, you were there for the live show, right?
I was, yeah.
Yeah. So World News Now is down to 3 people. It used to be like 8.
Oh, in the control room? Yeah,
in the control room.
Including audio or not including audio? Probably not, because that's a separate room.
Yeah. Yes, right.
This was there's the TD, the director, 2 ADs, producer, and then the row of producers in the back.
Oh, okay. And robotic cameras or
no, all manned.
All manned. Okay. Yeah, the news is now all robotic.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, news is kind of easy to be automated because it's always kind of the same flow.
Yeah, exactly.
So the control room stuff is down in the basement of the Ed Sullivan Theater. I don't know if you know that.
I did not.
So do you know the? Have you been in the lobby area?
Yes.
So before you walk into the stage door, there's the 2 staircases that go up to the balcony.
Yes. Yeah.
So in
one on each side.
in the center of that, there's or actually no, it's underneath the. I think it's underneath the those stairways going up is also stairways going down into the basement.
Yes, right.
And so that's where the control room is. And else. So here's the hallway down below, so that you can see the end of the stairway kind of in the center left there.
Yeah, I see.
And then directly across from that on the right is a door to the control room area.
Got it.
And then this hallway kind of goes to other rooms and stuff in the basement. And then along the wall is all the group staff photos of every year.
Nice.
And so then we went up to the office building on the 7th floor, and then they had this nice wall of all the people who've inhabited the building. So you have Arthur Godfrey and Ed Sullivan and Jackie Gleason and Letterman. Up, and your audio went out again. Oh dear. God.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. This is ridiculous.
And then, on the 7th floor, we just walked through some offices. We passed by the costume shop and other stuff, and there was a window looking out, and I snagged a picture of the Mad offices across the street.
Oh, yeah, there we are.
Yeah.
There we are. And we used to be on 7, so we used to be right on the level. Yeah.
So it would have been right across.
Yeah. And now we're on, we're back on 7, but we're at the back of the building. Mm. And soon we're leaving that building.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. Mad has, Warner Brothers has moved all the magazines except Mad.
Oh, we lost it again.
Again?
Oh, there we go.
DC Comics has moved to Burbank, California. And there are only 7 people on Mad. I'm now an independent contractor, but of the 7 people, no one wanted to go to Burbank. So they said Mad could stay in New York, but not in that building. So we'll be out of that building in May.
Oh. Huh.
Anyway, you have any others?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to end this because my audio is awful and it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
We want to go eat.
Okay, so just some real quick. So this is a view up on the balcony looking down on the stage. Those are the RF microphones, or not microphones, the RF antennas for the mic packs.
Okay, good.
So that's just a nice view from there. And let's see what else. There's the balcony kind of looking off from the side of it. And again, looking down the balcony, that mixer is the monitor mixer for the house band, and I guess for the
great,
band. So when they have their monitors, they hear themselves coming back. Each musician has either an earpiece or speakers and stuff. This is the board that mixes that. So it's specifically for that one purpose.
Okay.
And let's see. And here's the model in the back, and a close up of that, which is everything is built in forced perspective. So if you look at it at any other angle, it's
that's not a photo in the back.
No, there's models. Uh-oh. And Dick, I think we lost your audio again, but we can still play.
Bring him up.
Oh, there we go.
All right. And I don't have a rotating camera on.
And yes, I think it's Kathleen Ankers designed the set. And
great!
That set has been in use has been unchanged for like 19 years, I think. The current set that's there. They had when they first went to the Ed Sullivan Theater, they had a different set for like 2 years or something. Then they moved to this one, and it's pretty much been unchanged except for some details since then.
Wow.
Okay, so just two more real quick, or a couple more.
Okay.
So this is in the video control room next to the production control room. This is where the guy sits who has control of all the cameras, and those panels on the bottom are the camera control unit controls. So this is the guy who sits there and with that adjusts the iris and the black levels and the color of all the cameras to try and match them all.
Okay.
Or like,
don't they chip the cameras before the show?
Well, yeah, and they're all checked. But like, if say they take a camera outside and it's really bright, they have to iris it down and other adjustments like that. So there's a guy who sits here doing that there. This is, I think I tweeted this photo. This is the TD of the show. Took this photo of me afterwards. Just in
very
their
reminiscent of Disneyland.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then,
is it Disneyland? Oh no, it's Letterman. It's very hard to tell them apart.
So here's the main control room from after the show in the back. You can see the two giant screens there that are the multi-view screens.
Yeah.
So again, here's with them lit up.
Nice.
And dark.
Nice.
So on the window there is going to the audio control room that's next door.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
And then then you have the TD sits at the switcher, and then the director, and then the 280s, and
maybe I'll put a window between my two computers so I can get more of that kind of look.
So here's their TriCaster.
Oh.
Or their Sony switcher.
Because that's like their Octocaster.
Yeah, exactly. And so the coolest thing about the show was so my uncle was working in the audio control room. So the plan was that I would just sit with him in there during the show and just in the audio control room and just watch it from there. But I had asked him if it's possible any way that I could sit in the main control room during the show. And so he had asked the TD if that's okay, and the TD said, yeah, I'm sure that's fine, and he'll just ask the director and make sure the director's fine with it. But it didn't look like that was going to happen because everybody was busy and didn't know if there was time to ask. So then towards the end, pretty much like 5 minutes before the show started, they said, here, you can come in, and here's your chair. And so I got to sit over the TD's shoulder in the production control room during the show, and that was really, really cool from based on what I do here at Twit and just kind of seeing how the real guys do.
Did you give him pointers?
Yeah, yeah. I said, no, don't press that one. Press that one.
No, yeah. Not so fast on the fade.
Yeah.
Pull back.
Yeah, exactly. So that was a lot of fun, and I'm glad I got to do that because it's probably the last time I'm ever going to get to see that place and its current iteration.
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah.
All right.
That's about it.
All right, so I do not have any music set up here, so at this computer. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Giz Fiz. We're going to end. It's 8 o'clock here in the city.
Right,
and
it's not just Giz Fiz, it's
Giz Fiz PM Light. Actually, yes, Giz Fizette PM. So I'll be on radio tomorrow. So if you're Sunday chat room people, I'll see you for a little bit. I'll do my radio spot tomorrow. And tonight, all I'm going to do is try new cables. And yeah, that was a great tour, Alex. Thank you. And I don't even have my bendable camera, so I can't show you Dennis, who's sitting here. But he says goodbye, and I'll see you all at the hand of Dennis. There it is. Bye. This has been GizFiz PM, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Also with the help of Alex Gumpel, Red Penguin, Becky, Charlie the Dog, the Gem Doctor, Travix Mac, Spike, Kentucky, and Rufus. Thanks to Turtle Wax for making this all possible. Turtle Wax for Dogs, the shine of a lifetime. Bye.
I will talk to you next week.
Okay, very good. Okay, chat room, thanks.
Take care. Say hi
bye.
to Dennis for me.
Hi, Dennis.
I have to use the stuff on my hands, but if I put it on my face, I'm actually allergic to it.
Oh, okay.
So it's awesome.
Well, I just like you ask me a question and then you walk away.
Oh.
How many times has this happened to me? Yeah, how was your trip, Al?
It was good.
Yeah, I saw you went out on the boat with
Yeah, I went out with Dick on the boat on Saturday for about 30 minutes or so.
Nice.
It got kind of choppy, so we turned back, but it was a lot of fun.
Right, cool.
I did just about everything on my list, which actually was incredible.
Yeah,
And
and
it all worked out.
yeah, you got to see the technical director box in for Letterman.
Yeah, I sat over his shoulder
During the show, too.
during the show. Yeah,
That's cool. Although I was kind of hoping they'd put you out on the stage. Hey, who's that guy over there? Yeah, the guy who's in the light. Yeah, that guy.
yeah, that would have happened.
That would have been cool.
Pro tip, don't read you. What is this? Wait, what?
Oh. The very end, yeah, because the video that
It's YouTube. You never read YouTube comments.
I know, but these
YouTube
ones seemed
comments are-
especially just
Oh, I mean, it's
Like-
just people being people.
like really the worst of the worst came out to comment on the electric motorcycle video.
Not surprised. All right. Linda.
Make sure Zach didn't screw anything up here last night.
Oh, he totally did. Linda.
Yeah, he messed with the whole profile.
Blah, blah, blah. We're good.
It's just Linda, right?
Yeah. For the Linda ad, can you show something from iOS?
Yes. iOS development kind of stuff?
Correct. You're actually looking for... Hold on. Todd Perkins. He's a guest on Coding 101. I like a little crossover. Yeah, I know, right? That's what we call cross-promotion.
Cross promotion.
So, and any of these in particular? Or
Nope, doesn't matter.
how about programming for non-programmers? iOS.
Yeah, I like that, actually. Yeah, do that.
Programming for non-programmers. The C++ one's been helpful.
I know. You wanted Lou to do your homework.
That wouldn't hurt, yeah. Lou actually, he brought it up first.
We
He's
should
like-
totally do
like,
that.
Let me see your homework.
Hey, you know what? For this entire season of Coding 101, we're just going to do exercises out of this book.
I mean, if you want to learn C++, and I just so happen to be taking the class. Actually, we're getting towards the end of the year. It's only like a couple weeks left.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know, it's getting scary.
All right, I need to make sure that this still works. All right, good.
Dun, 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 dun,
It's still
dun,
there.
dun.
Zach didn't screw that one up.
No.
Okay.
All right.
Got my recordings going. Got my stuff open, I believe.
So we want to go back and forth?
Yeah.
You start with motorcycles?
Padre, stand in your spot for me.
Is that your spot?
Let me fix that a little bit. This is a union job.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, we can switch off.
I just realized yesterday for the tease, did I talk about a drone? No.
I have no idea.
Uh-oh.
That was just yesterday. I have no memory of it.
Hold on, what was that? Game Boy.
Yeah. It was,
Wait. No, it's this one. It was Mini Cooper.
Yeah.
No, we got it right. Okay, we got it right. So you want to take the motorcycle.
Yeah.
I'll talk about first print. You talk about a first look at 3DR's new Solo.
3DR's new Solo. That's the 3DR's the quadcopter. Why are you pointing at me?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Freeze.
Are we hot? Are we good? We're hot. All right. Kick it off. And in 3, 2.
Today on Know How, we're talking about electric motorcycles.
Your first print with XYZ's Da Vinci Jr.
3DR's cool new quadcopter.
And your questions are answers. Know How. It's the Twitch show where we build, bend, break, upgrade, and go out of frame. I'm Father Robert Palliser.
And I'm Brian Burnett.
And for the next hour or so, we're going to show you some of the projects that we've been geeking out to so you can take them home and geek out on your own.
That's right. And today's little banter segment was something that I was geeking out to this week when I found out that the fastest production motorcycle goes 218 miles per hour, but that's not the cool thing. I mean,
that's fast.
That's pretty fast,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It's that it's electric. It's
we like geeking out over car stuff. We've done a lot of that in the past. But when I saw this in the doc, I was like, oh, cool. Let's talk about motorcycles. Yeah. It makes sense, though, right? I mean, even more than a car, that crazy 0 mile per hour torque that you get out of an electric motor is great for a bike because you are going to be speeding up and slowing down so much.
Right. And we were talking about how hypercars or supercars now are hybrids.
Right.
For motorcycles, having like a hybrid engine isn't like quite the same.
Heavy. It's a little too heavy.
Right. I mean, the motorcycle I'm talking about in particular is the Lightning